Welcome back to my channel. In the current PvP environment of the game DC Dark Legion, the battle pace is extremely fast and brutal. A common problem that many players are facing is that core heroes are often eliminated too early. Sometimes they evaporate instantly before they can even cast skills or deal any meaningful damage. Because of that, the appearance of Lobo brings a completely new solution thanks to his very unique death resistance ability combined with extremely massive physical damage. It can be confirmed that Lobo is the most perfect missing piece to revive the power of the Suicide Squad team, which is currently lacking a stable damage source. However, because this is a hero that requires a very large investment of resources to reach maximum power, we need to analyze carefully whether this bounty hunter is truly worth your full effort and resources to upgrade or not. Before starting the video, please remember to subscribe to the channel to support me. And now, to clearly understand why Lobo can change the course of a battle, we need to go deep into analyzing his skill set and basic stats. First, Lobo has very impressive mixed damage, including both single target execution and area attacks. The skill My Dog allows him to throw his dog toward enemies to deal massive physical damage up to 1000% of attack, which is enough to instantly take down low health targets. Not stopping there, the ultimate skill Space Hog Rampage lets Lobo drive straight into the enemy formation, dealing damage in a rectangular area and enhancing his basic attacks to a whole new level. Besides his personal power, Lobo is also a very annoying summoner-type hero with the skill Lobros, allowing him to summon 2 space dolphins to join the fight. The special point here is that these summoned units can inherit attack speed increase effects, creating constant and extremely high pressure across the entire battlefield. However, the most valuable highlight in Lobo's skill set is his ability to reduce enemy healing effectiveness by up to 60% on every attack. This is a hard counter tool against teams that focus on long-term defense or have strong healing support heroes, helping you finish battles more cleanly. Although Lobo has very high damage output, what truly defines his identity in PvP battles is his extremely strong survivability, thanks to his signature equipment called Space Hog. This mechanic works like life insurance for Lobo through the passive Too Mean to Die, specifically when receiving a fatal hit for the first time in a battle. Instead of falling, Lobo's health will be locked at one point and immediately recover 10% based on his maximum health. In the harsh PvP environment, keeping a hero from being instantly eliminated is a very important advantage because with just a few extra seconds, Lobo can complete his skill combo or gain more time for support heroes to cast healing skills. However, players need to note that Lobo is a hero that is very expensive in terms of resources to operate effectively. If you do not invest in upgrading Legacy to a high level, Lobo will become quite fragile and very easy to be burst down early before he can activate his special effects. Therefore, to turn this bounty hunter into a true monster on the battlefield, prioritizing resources to upgrade his signature equipment is almost mandatory. When considering team-building strategies around Lobo, the most perfect combination at the moment is the duo of Lobo and Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's special ability allows allies to gain additional health based on the damage they deal, which creates an ideal power loop because the more damage Lobo deals, the tankier and more durable he becomes toward the late stage of the battle. However, building a full Suicide Squad team is quite a difficult problem because other members such as Captain Cold, Deadshot, or Killer Croc are currently considered quite weak and not really effective in the current meta. To maximize Lobo's power, we have 2 viable solutions to choose from depending on the heroes you own. The first solution is to use Killer Croc as a bridge to combine with powerful heroes from the Legion of Doom faction, such as Lex Luthor, Sinestro, or Deathstroke. Although this approach causes Lobo to sacrifice a small portion of damage due to not fully activating faction bonuses, in return you gain a much higher quality supporting lineup. The second solution, and also the most optimal option, is to use a mixed team. You only need to keep the core duo of Lobo and Harley Quinn, then combine them with 3 of the strongest heroes from other factions, such as Super Family, Justice League Dark, or Bat Family to compensate for weaknesses in defense or crowd control, giving Lobo the best possible space to sweep through the enemy team. Although he possesses very formidable power, players also need to pay special attention to Lobo's inherent weaknesses to avoid him being completely countered. Lobo's biggest fear comes from assassins who can target priority units, most notably Deathstroke with his mechanic of targeting the hero with the highest attack, or Nightwing with his ability to eliminate the hero with the lowest health. If you do not build a front line that is strong enough to protect him, or if you have not invested enough into Legacy to make him durable, Lobo will definitely be the first target to be eliminated right at the start of the battle. An important piece of advice to reduce this risk is that you should pair him with heroes who help him survive at the very beginning of the fight, such as Swamp Thing, Queen Hippolyta, Dr. Fate, Zatanna, and many others, so that he can survive just a little longer. Then, thanks to the synergy with Harley Quinn, he will gain a massive amount of HP, and at that point, he will not be afraid of anyone anymore. Harley Quinn's unique skill that no one else has is increasing HP for allies instead of healing HP, which means it increases even the current maximum HP. Only now is there a hero who can truly synergize with her. As time goes on, I think the game will move more toward longer battles, so the developers are adjusting skills and buffing factions in a more durable direction. And I feel this makes the game more interesting. If battles are too fast, it becomes boring, with very little strategy, and most people just focus everything on damage dealers. In general, Lobo is a hero with an extremely strong offensive orientation and impressive stats that any player should seriously consider. In terms of scoring, Lobo deserves a 9 out of 10 in PvP thanks to his comeback potential and fast target execution, while in PvE modes, he still performs very well with an 8 out of 10 rating. However, one important note is the high investment difficulty of this hero due to the heavy resource cost required to upgrade his signature equipment. The final advice for you is that Lobo is truly suitable for players who want to focus on climbing PvP ranks and already have Harley Quinn in their lineup to maximize sustained potential. And one more thing is that currently there are quite a lot of players stacking resistance against physical damage, which is unfortunate because Lobo deals physical damage. Hopefully, the analysis above will help you gain a clearer view of the strength of this bounty hunter. And you, how does Lobo perform in your hands? Leave your opinion in the comments so we can discuss together.